Hey guys, welcome to the Friday Quick Tip, episode number 1. I am your host, Joel Barnes, and the mission statement for the Friday Quick Tip is to be short in length, quick in time, to be helpful, and to add value to you. The goal is to help you finish the work week better than what you started. The title for this week is Home Repair After the Storm, and I know there are so many things that so many people are going through right now. I just wanted to get a little bit of information out there for you. The Friday Quick Tip is all about work and life and trying to get you through the little things that can make a big difference in your life. And for this episode, several small tips about home repairs and what to learn from any future winter storms that might come up could play a valuable part with setting you up for success. So, I always start off with a short tip, and this episode's short tip is smile. Show others your squint eyes when you're wearing a mask. Of course, right now, we're in the pandemic. There are a lot of people that are going out and they're seeing everybody in the mask, and you can still squint. You can still show everybody your squint eyes. You can show that you're still smiling, or you can show that you're mad. You can show you're angry. But if you show everybody your squint eyes, then you're showing everybody you're smiling. And the cool thing is we might be getting rid of them soon. So hopefully we tackle this COVID and we move on. Get rid of those masks and then show people your actual smile. All right, moving into today's quick tip, the winter storm tips. I like to start off with preventative measures, and this is because take what you have learned from the actual situation that you went through and see how it can better help you for success in the future. Knowing that whenever we're coming into winter storm and or other issues, you want to take care of the 4 Ps, and that is people, pets, plants, and pipes. Making sure all those things are taken care of. First, people. First and foremost, everyone in your home should be cared for. Making sure they have enough warm enough blankets at night. Make sure they stay warm. Making sure they're not exposed to carbon dioxide with space heaters and natural gas burners. You want to be very careful, very mindful of those things. And pets, giving them a good shelter place, making sure that they're staying warm. If you need to, bring them inside, of course, and make sure that they are cared for properly. Continuing to give them enough food, enough water. In the cold, sometimes you have the heater on, it throws off your hydration level. So you guys, the people and pets, make sure that you stay hydrated. And then plants, cover them. Make sure that they're taken care of too. They're out in the open, they're out in the exposed elements, and you want to be able to care for them properly. I noted here that you can use old sheets, any old sheets that you might have that are just you want to get rid of, keep those. Put those in a storage place so that you can use them for your plants or anything outside. I keep several old sheets, and I use them for many different things. And one thing is good to be able to take care of your plants and cover them. On special occasions, then use a sheet and a tarp to cover up the moisture and to cover up the snow that actually fell. So making sure that you're taking care of your plants is a really good thing. On any tall plants, I've used shovels, I've used rakes, broomsticks, and to be able to stick it upright, to be able to drape the blanket over and be able to drape the tarp over, and it helps to keep the plant intact, and it just has a support structure to be able to keep those sheets and things up, and it worked out really well. Pipes. Look at your pipes. Make sure that any exposed pipe is covered properly. And if you need to, run down to the hardware store to pick up pipe covering. Pick up the pipe covering. It's good insulation. Tape it around it. Cover the pipes, anything that's exposed. You can also use towels, anything to cover that pipe and keep it from being exposed to the elements. Your sprinkler systems, if you do have them, be sure to bleed your sprinkler system so that it does not hold water and will relieve the pressure so that anything that does freeze in the water line will not expand and bust the pipes or bust off a sprinkler head. And there are a couple things that you can look for to do that. I put a reminder on my calendar to bleed in November before the winter season, so I know that I'm prepared going into the winter season. I take that off my plate. I know the sprinkler systems are taken care of. I don't have to think about it whenever a storm's coming up and I need to prepare with other items. So I essentially set a reminder, take it off my plate, and know that whenever March comes back around, then I'll re-energize them and get the sprinklers working back in order again. So I know it'll be taken care of. One less thing I have to worry about. And then also something that you have to worry about is preparing for electricity to go out. Making sure that you have adequate blankets ready. If your electricity goes out, grab a bag of ice, put it in the baggie, put it in the refrigerator, And if it melts, then you know that everything in the refrigerator is bad, unfortunately. The idea here is that you do not want to open your fridge that much. You want to keep it closed so that it maintains its coldness. If the ice does melt and then the electricity comes back on and then you can see that it's frozen again, it will have a different shape, so you know that everything did thaw and it now froze again. You might have to throw everything out and start over. It's one thing to be mindful of, one thing to know how to look for these things to make sure you guys stay safe and healthy. You might want to pull out your backup generator and run it prior to the storm and confirm that it runs correctly. Get it going. It would be kind of a pain in the middle of the storm and looking at how do I get this thing up and running, and ultimately have a backup plan prepared in case it gets too cold. Where else can you go? Get in your car, go warm up for a bit, find a neighbor if the power goes out if possible and their electricity is on. See if you can crash just for a bit and then get warm. And maybe take a quick nap to get rested in case you need to go back into your own environment. These are things that you need to think about going into a winter storm, going into power outages, and knowing your backup plans. And it's just to take care of your family. Preparing for water to go out. You can fill your bathtubs full of water to be able to use that water for multiple reasons, to boil, for drinking water, for washing your hands, for cleaning your dishes if necessary. Use the water to help you flush the toilets. Get a bucket, be able to pour it in the toilet after you use it. It will go down the drain. That does help to be able to maintain cleanliness, as I know it's kind of a trivial thing, figuring out what to do whenever you have no electricity and no running water. Try to use it sparingly if you only have a finite amount, and get creative, man. All right, repairs on your house. This is after the winter storm, knowing that things might have happened, might have popped, your water line might have popped in some area in your house. Assess the damage and see what happened and see how you can better prepare for next time. If you notice that a pipe busted, then contact the needed repair personnel to get a corrected issue. If you want to research the repair personnel to confirm they have a valid license, a working license, the plumber's license can be reached here at the tsbpe.texas.gov, and that's the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners. Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners. You'll scroll down to find a license and registration. So you click on that, be able to search through and be able to get to check out to see if your professional plumber has his license updated. That's a good help. You can also contact your local church. I've heard of several churches in the area that are helping out, doing the best they can on taking care of the issues, and seeing what contacts they might have available. And I've heard that they've been very successful, so that's a good avenue. If you find yourself on a wait list for a plumber or someone to be able to service your home, find ways that you can help to put a cap on the water line, get that exposed area, find the water line, see if you can put one of these caps on here. They look very similar to this. You can find them at your local hardware store, and it might help out. To be able to use the rest of your house running water and just cap that one section so that it will not continue to leak. That might be a helpful thing. And if you have a PEX water line system, this is what a PEX water line system looks like. This is how it operates. It looks very much like an electrical system where you have one power line cable coming in and then it disperses off, and you have the main breakers, which you subdivide off a breaker for each room. This is very similar to that you have the water line coming in, the red is the hot, and you're able to turn off one of these valves in particular so that the water line going to a certain bathroom can be turned off. The cold line can still be in use, and or the rest of the house can still be in use. So you can subdivide and turn one of these water lines off, and you should be able to have access running water to the rest of your house. So just knowing how these systems works can really play a valuable part. And then coming to the conclusion, just taking a note of what went wrong this time around and to help you guide for next time. If you have a pipe busted, were you dripping your faucets slowly? Maybe you could have increased them to increase that or decrease that opportunity for it to freeze. Just things that you can think of. Did you not have enough blankets? Did you not have a backup plan? Hey man, this is all to learn from so you can be better prepared for next time. I hope this helped you out. This is the Friday Quick Tip. The quote I like to leave you guys with is, "Work hard in silence and let your success be the noise," by Frank Ocean. And I think that's a valuable thing. Just work hard, man. Continue to do it, and the success will be there. Send me any quick tip ideas that you guys have that you want to see, and I'll put it on the list of topics. You can send it to me at joelbarnes@fridayquicktip@gmail.com, and I'll be able to put it on the list of topics. Hopefully I can help you guys out with anything to come up. And then what's coming up on the 12th, next Friday, is organizing Microsoft Office folders. So this is pertaining to work itself and how, organizing can really help you out on the small things that create a big impact. Again, the Friday Quick Tip is all about the work and life and the small things to create big impacts. And the share folder organization, and these are kind of similar, but they do have a couple differences. Maybe it can help you out. And then searches, knowing how to be able to look in share folder for organization and searching things. And then on the 26th, read The Power of Positive Thoughts. It really helps you out. It can really put you in a good mood. So this is the Friday Quick Tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thanks, guys. Check you later.